Hey Google, what time is it?
It's 7:12
7-Eleven.
p.m.
Okay. Make sure I got that good there. Hey everyone, what's up? It's the Sullivan Project podcast. We're here with Greg. What's up, Greg?
Not much, Harold. How you been, my friend? Been a minute
Good.
since I've been on here.
Huh?
I said it's been a minute since I've been on here.
Yeah, a couple of weeks I think. I've been
Yeah.
dealing with an upset stomach the last couple of days since I went to Wendy's the other day. I can't do
Yeah.
fast food anymore. I don't know what
Yeah.
the hamburger. I knew it. I should have got chicken nuggets, but
You're getting old, my
when
friend.
I eat,
That's all.
well, no, I'm more sensitive. My stomach and like, I
Because you're
mean,
getting old.
they pull that hamburger out, it's sitting in that thing. Yeah, that's just gross or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not even meat.
Yeah.
I couldn't
Yeah.
even tell it was a hamburger, literally. But I was gonna get chicken nuggets, and but when I get them, sometimes they're soft. Like they're supposed to crisp them a little bit. You don't want soft nuggets. So,
I love Big Macs, and I could eat like two or three at a time. But
uh,
they make me so sick anymore,
well,
man.
this was Wendy's, and I wanted
Oh, okay.
a plain burger, right? And of course they put everything on it, and so Chris went back, and they pulled another one out right away, like it was sitting there, it was already done, and it was just,
Uh,
ugh. I ate
yeah.
it though, and the fries, and then I had a strawberry, a frosty, a couple of sips of it. I got all over myself because the top popped off, and it started to leak out.
You're a freaking lumberjack, Harold. You're
Jesus.
a freaking
But I
lumberjack.
got 3 or 4 sips out of it. At least I could. It wouldn't go through the straw. I think it was a regular straw in there,
Yeah.
and the frosty got to have a fat straw so you can get it through there. But I hadn't had one in years for strawberry one, so it was nice.
Okay.
We hadn't seen each other, or well, I haven't seen. I still haven't seen him in almost 35 years, but we haven't hang out. We haven't hung out in that long, so we had.
That post you had with him,
Yeah.
he's looks super familiar. I'm sure I ran into him before.
Oh yeah. Well, he used to work at Giant Eagle Quaker Village
Probably why.
for 16
Probably
years.
why.
Yeah, and he retired.
Probably why. Yeah.
Yeah, so at least he
Yeah.
got a little bit of work done, and he got a little bit of money now with a disability. But
Yeah. Uh-huh.
yeah, he
I'm
don't have
on
the internet and
disability.
nothing, so he don't.
You're on disability, and all that means is just
Yeah,
you get by. Yeah.
yeah, that's it. He lives with his mom. It's his. He don't have any siblings. His dad passed away. It's just his mom and him, and that's it.
Yeah.
So, and I'm like, well, I'm glad I'm talking to him now because he's kind of like a brother. I'm like, well, we got me now too, because he don't have anybody else. He didn't like, who's he gonna talk to? That's and no
So
brothers
anyway,
and
ain't I
sisters.
supposed to like interview you today?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Yeah. Okay. That's
Yeah,
fine.
2 years. Yeah, this is June. 2 years I've been blind.
Uh-huh.
So
You've been in even before that. You've been handicapped.
yeah,
You, you said you had autoimmune deficiency. I
yeah,
thought you had juvenile arthritis is what
yeah.
messed
Well,
you
it's
up.
called it's actually it's classified as an autoimmune disease. Yeah, I didn't
Oh,
know
okay.
that till I got
Okay.
older. What it was. Yeah, yeah,
Well, I'm learning something here. Okay. Okay.
yeah. Juvenile rheumatoid arthritis (JRA).
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
basically when you're born with your baby, you're born with the arthritis that you don't usually get when you're an older adult. But it's in
Yeah.
it was in everything, every joint, every bone. You know,
Yeah.
real bad.
Right.
The worst stuff that they. Usually you can
Yeah.
walk and stuff and do. You know what I mean? It's not that. Uh,
And so, like now, the ultimate rip-off for you now is in what 43 you went blind.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And so, now that you're blind, okay, I don't know what is the biggest difference, man. I mean, like, what do you miss, like about I don't know how to say it, yeah, or maybe what is the biggest difference? Obviously you can't see, but
Yeah. Well, like I told a lot of people, I'm not. I wasn't any happier before, so it didn't change as far as the happiness. Even though I thought I was really depressed at first, but then I
yeah,
realized it didn't change. It changed a lot, but not really. Like the
yeah,
most that changed for me as far as like more freedom going out, can go out alone. You know what I mean? because I can't see obviously. So and
yeah,
it makes it more dangerous. Like it's more dangerous for me, but
yeah.
because I can't see. And then
People, you
well
see
that,
Harold
huh?
walking by himself in his wheelchair. Get out of the way, because he's a maniac
Yeah.
driver. Holy
Oh
moly.
man, when I lived in Ambridge, though, I had to run to that town. I used to do
Yeah,
30 blocks a day sometimes or
yeah,
more, going
yeah,
up Fourth Street down to 10th, 11th, all the way back and forth, or whatever. Just I I used to love doing that. Now I still got the energy though, but
yeah,
I just sit in the
yeah,
room and
yeah. And if people didn't know Harold, man, back in them days, man, he went full throttle, man. He'd go up and down curves, and he was fearless in his chair, man. You know, he was a lion, man. He was a rhino, but yeah,
yeah, and I had a few accidents. I mean, I flipped over a couple of times
yeah,
and whatever. That's some of my times I was close to death. You know, the other part is of course, not seeing women and that kind of thing, or whatever preference. If somebody else was blind and they had a different preference, but that there is because I can't. I mean, I can imagine something if I tried to, but I don't see things, so I don't get stimulated with my eyes anymore for a lot of
yeah.
things. Even
Okay,
look,
so
even
so you can't see, but are all your other senses heightening, like your sense of smell, hearing?
yeah, everything else is crazy. It's
Yeah,
been getting crazier every day. At first, every few months, I was noticing more and more things. Now it's kind of I'm getting used to certain things, but
yeah,
it's still crazy. Like it's almost like if you sneak up on a cat when they're sleeping. I mean, I'm like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm on alert all the time. Uh, so
yeah.
it's like I could literally for a while I didn't know what I was feeling, but I realized that I could feel my eyelashes and my eyebrows
Mhm.
fall out sometimes. Like during the
Yeah,
day, your eyebrow hair falls out, your eyelashes, but it's so delicate and light, and
uh,
I realized that I could feel them falling out, and they're like they tickle when they land on my cheeks or whatever. People can't really see them because they're so tiny, but it's crazy. Or someone sits a paper or bag beside me, like a loaf of bread bag, and it sounds like
mhm.
someone's got like a garbage bag right in my ear, like crinkling it really loud.
Do
Like
you think that things seem louder?
everything is louder. It's crazy. Yeah, it's like Spider Man. I mean, when I go out places too, I'm literally like in that movie how he was listening in, he could hone
Yeah,
in on different people. I can do that, and I'm even doing
yeah.
that with music too, which is neat. How I could
That was
pull,
going to be my next question, man.
yeah,
Like, do you appreciate music more?
yeah, with music I can pull. I can literally pull apart like 6 or 7 different things in the song and play
Yeah,
it like I can hear each individual instrument and the vocals
nice. Yeah.
by
You know,
itself. You know,
you know, that's what uh, I don't know. Somewhere I saw an interview with Ray Charles a long time ago, and he
Ray
was like,
Charles.
he could like listen to a song, and then he like, well, I want to just think about the part
Yeah.
and just the guitar and whatever. That's kind of awesome. 'Cause I'm a big music lover. I mean,
I always I always played music before when I was younger, the piano and the harmonica, so I could play
yeah,
it by ear. But now, I mean, I hear things I didn't hear before. Like it's neat how I can actually pull it, and it's not blended together. I can pull. I appreciate it more, and even just the words and
yeah,
just
yeah.
it makes
Try
me.
to concentrate more with a lot of distractions, huh?
Well, even that I found out that I'll put on a podcast, right, and I'll listen to it on the speaker, and I can have the TV playing at the same time, and I'm able to. I don't know if I can put one with one ear or if I'm just able to separate it, but I'm able to actually listen to both at the same time and comprehend, like, and kind of, it's cool.
Yeah,
The guy Rain Man, the real life guy who played
yeah.
the Rain Man. They said he could read a book. He could read both pages at the same time, one with one eye, one with the other eye. It was
Wow.
like one
Yeah,
left page, left eye,
yeah,
right. So he could get the book done faster. And I guess there's a word for that, but yeah, it's like
yeah.
I could hear. You know how most people you put the TV on and you got some music or
I,
something, you're not
he
gonna
can
be able to,
process it, man.
huh?
Yeah,
Like
he can process it in his head. What I? Hell, I'm lucky I can read one page at a time.
Yeah, oh yeah, me too. I couldn't.
Every time I read a book, I always have to go back and read paragraphs over
Yeah,
again.
that's how I was too. I didn't like to read it all, but the audiobooks, I can listen to them and
Yeah,
I don't know. The hearing it puts it in my head easier. But yeah, I'm
yeah,
able to put on. I can have the TV going and have the podcast, and I can do both at the same time and remember both. Not that I want to, but like if the
uh,
TV's on pause and I lean back and I don't have the remote and I'm listening to the podcast and the TV comes off, I'm not going to tilt the wheelchair back forward, go over to the TV because I have it tilted back and reclined, a lot when I'm listening
uh,
to stuff and do all that. So I got to listen to both. I'll listen to both. So, but yeah, I'm able to pull apart,
yeah,
the drums, the guitar, the this, the that, like every little, and I appreciate it.
yeah,
I like it's it's not the same as seeing. I don't have all the beautiful colors, but I
yeah,
can hear different now though. You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
same with
Yeah,
touching.
my favorite thing in the world was putting headphones on, shutting my eyes,
Yeah,
listening to
just
music.
going out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
But
same.
anyway, okay, so I got this is the $1 million question I've been wanting to ask
Oh,
you. Okay,
okay. Yeah.
and I've been wondering this ever since I seen the Ray Charles movie. Okay,
Oh, okay.
now you don't mind me saying you have a card for medical marijuana, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
and and for people who medical marijuana is not like regular marijuana. Okay, if you got it for pain and stuff, it
Yeah.
just makes you feel good. It don't really get you stoned, at least in my opinion.
No,
Okay,
no, no. I try to tell people that.
well, I
Not
think it's
crazy
really
anyway, you know?
yeah. But anyway, so I've always wondered this. I've seen the Ray Charles movie. What is it like being stoned without sight?
Without sight. Yeah, you asked me that one day. And I was
Yeah,
thought about it since then.
I've asked you this before. Okay.
Well, no,
What,
you hinted to it, and then I was trying to think about what the question was going to be.
oh,
But,
okay, okay.
but yeah, it's, I don't think I get as high.
Yeah,
Does that make sense to you? Because I can't see.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
like,
that's probably the easiest way because at first I was a little scary because it was the opposite. It
uh,
was because I couldn't see. I was maybe a little bit more paranoid, so I was
yeah,
getting real
yeah.
like freaked out. But
Uh,
now it's almost like it doesn't work as much. Yeah. So because I
yeah.
can't see what I don't get. My eyes aren't confusing me like because I got in the past I got so high that like I couldn't. Uh,
What do you feel like? Is it like a body thing? Because like I don't know. I was an old stoner back in the day,
yeah,
and I used to listen to music and the way things looked and stuff. And
yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Because
I mean, like, how do you feel it? Is it like the body? I don't know. Describe it to me, man.
yeah, it's like it's like it's dark because I can't see. So it basically you just close
Yeah,
your eyes. So it'd be like being high with your eyes closed.
yeah,
I mean, it takes a lot of the fun away, obviously. Yeah.
yeah,
But it's just it's more of a body high, and then that medical stuff. Yeah, that if anything, you might knock out and go to sleep.
yeah.
But you're not gonna get like all psychedelic or whatever they call it, trippy. That's the word they
Euphoria.
use. Yeah, you don't get that way. I've done some of
Yeah,
the top stuff, and it's it's
yeah,
it's manufactured like you said, so they put stuff in there, and
yeah,
it ain't the same, and it's more expensive
yeah,
too, which is ridiculous.
yeah.
But
Next month I'm going for my card because anyway, I'm on disability. All my vertebrae and my neck
yeah,
is fused together with arthritis, and I have a plague in there. I have
oh, they got
several
different.
herniated discs in my back that
You
they
got
can't operate on. I've had my shoulders operated on. I need my other one. I just for a rotator cuff. I need it operated
oh
on.
yeah,
I'm in constant pain, and pain pills. Like, yeah, I used to think they were
no, that's
great,
no
but
good. Yeah,
yeah, but they really they don't work. They really don't do nothing
they
no more.
stop after a while. They make you
I've
pukey,
watched some of that marijuana,
make you
and it
sick.
don't. I really don't want to be stoned anymore.
But
I want
eventually,
to make me feel good. Like I don't hurt. I
yeah,
have energy.
yeah. Well, it depends on what kind you get. If you get an indica,
Yeah,
that makes you
that's one
sleepy.
thing going from my card. So
You know, sativa will give you energy. Indica makes you sleepy. There's different kind. Yep.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So,
I understand, right?
and then the
I
percentage of
definitely
it too. If
understand
it's
that,
too
man.
high, it's not no good either. You don't want the high. People won't get the
Yeah,
highest THC because it'll get you higher.
yeah,
That's not the case.
yeah. Some of that stuff out on the street now is just too damn
It's too
powerful,
much.
man.
Yeah. Oh, they're talking about that on the stuff. I mean, people get you actually can get it's making people get sick and puke and stuff. The stomach.
Yeah. Well, they're
Uh,
putting everything. You
yeah.
know, things
So.
getting polluted with fentanyl and stuff.
Oh
It's
yeah.
you know,
Well, I won't do
if I
nothing
was
on
a
the
young
street
person, I
anymore.
would stay away from street drugs
Nope.
these
Since I
days.
got my card, I won't do it. I won't touch nothing. Before I
Yeah,
got my card, I was getting the cartridges on, and I told people about that before. Don't buy stuff on the street because it looks legit, and then you're gonna get sick. You take a puff. One puff could be you could be dying.
yeah,
Don't
yeah,
care about yourself enough to just
yeah,
go get it. Pay what you got to pay, but get the legit stuff because
yeah,
that would be you don't want to be dying off a fake cartridge. Come
yeah,
on,
yeah.
and that's
Cause
sad.
what I'm thinking is, man, like me, I haven't, really smoked in years other than, friends
Yeah, if you
doing
got
that.
low tolerance,
Right.
yeah.
Like a bag probably would last me for a month at least.
They have disposable pens too, like the cartridge things, and they have
Yeah.
like so many hits in them. And because I used to get them at first because of my tolerance.
Yeah. I'm kind of interested in them too, because I don't want to stink up my house. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? With the
Oh
pot.
well, the pens smell a lot less than the bud. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. I'm familiar with it.
yeah, the cartridge and the pen, you just take a puff of that or two, and it ain't gonna smell up your whole house. That if you
Yeah.
roll up a,
If you go to a bar now, people be smoking those right there.
yeah. See, I never did
You
that in the
know.
bar. I don't want to take the chance of losing the card.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, let me tell people if you want to be on the podcast, you hit us up on Facebook, Harold Sullivan period 35, Harold Sullivan 78 on YouTube, and Harold Sullivan 78 on TikTok. If you want to call in, you can leave a message or you can talk to one of us. Well, I'll probably answer. It's 724-513-1472. And you want us to talk about anything, or just share the stuff, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
everyone has a
Understood.
everyone has a story. You can't judge a book by its cover, and we're getting some views. Right, you've been checking it out for me on there, so
Yeah.
we're trying. I'm trying to spread the word. Hey, we're all here to do something. And nothing. I don't believe in accidents, coincidence, or mistakes. Like it says in the Bible, God knows how many hairs we got on our head, right? Each individual person. I mean, that's something for all the people in the history, and He can count how many hairs there. It's a metaphor, but you know what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Things don't. Even Albert Einstein, one of his favorite quotes is, "He finds it hard to believe that God plays dice." You know. So
Yeah.
there is something. Even Einstein
That's
believed in
good stuff,
something.
man. Yeah.
You know. So we're
Yeah, I
all,
haven't heard that in
huh?
years. Yeah.
We're
I
all
said I haven't
here.
heard that in
Yeah.
years.
We're all here, and it's not just an accident. You know what I mean? What time did I start the podcast? Was it 12 after or 18? I can't remember.
12 after, I think.
What was it? 12?
12 or 11 after,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I
I
thought.
think your thing, my microwave's in front of me. It said 11 after. It
Okay.
stopped said 7:30, so it's
12,
been like 19 minutes.
18. Okay, yeah. Yeah, yeah, but the other, what else? Yeah, it's mostly, yeah, it's mostly, it's scary being blind because it's just being in the dark because I don't,
Yeah, right,
you
right,
know,
right.
and I can't really,
Um,
my equilibrium and stuff, so as far as like where I'm at,
yeah,
when I'm not moving, I can't tell. If I sit still and I try to go move around, I don't know what direction I'm facing and things like that.
yeah. I've heard. I talked to a blind person one time, and they said that. Yeah, or yeah.
You're like floating. Like I feel like I'm
One
floating.
person they're just sitting still,
Yeah,
and they
just
feel
sitting
like
here.
they're moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
Um,
like because I'm not standing because my feet aren't touching the floor either. So
yeah.
I'm sitting in the
But
wheelchair and I feel like I'm
there,
just floating here.
there's always that advertisement on TV where guy talk, he's blind. He talks because he says the same thing. Like you don't know what he doesn't know what time it is. You don't know
Yeah.
what day.
Yeah.
I forget what the drug's called, man. Maybe you should look into that. I don't know.
Oh, there's a
Um,
non 24.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
that.
it's a
Yeah,
disease. Yeah, I don't have that though. That's one of the things that they
I was looking at, but
yeah, it's just from
okay,
not
well, maybe you wouldn't call it direct. Yeah, but yeah,
yeah,
that's
not
what
24. Yeah, it's well, think about it's been over 2 years since I've seen the clock. The only time I know what time it is when I ask to Google what time it is.
mhm,
If I fall
yeah,
asleep, I wake up, I couldn't tell you how long I was sleeping, literally.
yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
it might
Right.
be tomorrow, it might be in 2 hours later, but I'm disoriented because
Yeah.
I wake up and it's like it's and I'm always like half in and out. So it was weird because at first I was dreaming, right? I was having that uh, micro naps because I probably didn't sleep for a couple of weeks or maybe an hour a day for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Like I didn't sleep much the first couple of weeks when I lost my sight and I was just depressed and all that. And I talk about that on other podcasts, so y'all go check them out. Uh,
Yeah.
I don't have nothing here, and I want people to learn from it. Hey, we get depressed, but as long
Yeah.
as you get out of it, you know what I mean. And
I
God,
think what you need, I think what you need to do, you what you need to do is talk to some other people who are blind. You know,
yeah, that's what
I
I'd
don't know.
like to, just to see what they
Yeah.
like. What can they dream about if they never saw anything?
It's,
You know?
it's like you don't like me to say it, but when we met and and I was having problems, and I thought I was the only one feeling that, and
Yeah.
I had problems with depression, and then I got in this group, and found out other people are feeling the same thing, and
Oh yeah, that makes you feel like you're not alone. Yeah.
think that I'm not going crazy. It's just
Yeah.
symptoms of depression, and stuff like that.
That's what this
You
is
know,
the podcast is about. Yeah, so everybody else can feel like, hey, we all got it.
uh-huh.
we all got something. We can all you know
uh,
c- come on here and talk about it with some
yeah,
blind people. You know,
yeah,
this is another thing. All the psychic podcasts I've listened to over the last couple of years, right? I've never
uh-huh.
heard anybody have a set of twins on there. Like, why would you? That's the first thing you think of when you think of psychics is twins, right? Because they're linked together, and you would want to see, hey, what can one tell when the other one's going to call? Like just little. But yet, I've never heard somebody have. I've heard sisters, or brothers, but never twins. So, how about some twins? Hit me up. I want to see, are twins really linked together psychically? Can they really feel when the other one's in pain? You
Yeah,
know,
and we don't want to be Dr. Mengele too.
who's that?
Yeah. During World War II, he's a famous Nazi nutcase, Dr. Mengele, who had
Uh, Whenever
he,
Hitler was doing all that metaphysical stuff.
yeah, and he had all kinds of weird. He was obsessed with twins, and he did all kinds of cool experiments and stuff.
Like they call it. Yeah, Hitler was trying to. Yeah, he was trying to use that stuff to take over the world.
Yeah,
Magic. Yeah,
yeah.
Hitler, he was a bad dude, man.
Just think if he would have won, Harold, they wouldn't have ever let you live, man. You
Cause I,
know that.
cause I was disabled.
Yep. Yep.
Wow. Yeah, so I was telling Chris we had to go to a special school because he had ADHD and I'm not sure his other disability, but I was in the wheelchair, and that's a shame. Now, people get to go. They don't realize how people sit in the way, or they're just pioneers, or just not that we're a pioneer, but certain things have to happen to certain people first to change for other people and for it to be better. And me and him had to get special buses and go to special school and be treated certain ways, and just for other people now to be able
Yeah.
to go to school, you know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, and it's sad, but hey, I'm glad that we could do it, and someone else don't have to. Hey, you're in a wheelchair. You're segregated. You can't go to a school with regular quote unquote people, you know. Or he
So
has ADHD. He got to go to a special
you
school,
hated it, didn't you?
huh?
You eventually went to a regular
Yeah,
school,
when I was
didn't
10 years old, yeah. So, but I mean, I only went the first couple of grades, but we didn't have grades at DT Watson. It was called DT Watson. We
you?
just
Yeah.
went to a certain age, and if they thought you were past, a level, then you would go on. So he went
Yeah.
on to regular school. We both did, but up until age 10 or 12 years old, we were, going to a special school. Everybody was mentally and physically handicapped, so they were kind of together, and it was taught for everybody, not just, you know. So we
Yeah.
pretty much sang and played in the sandbox. You know what I
So,
mean?
yeah.
but it
Yeah,
was
I don't
fun.
know. Like I said, I spent well, for a few years, me and my ex-wife, we did therapy dogs at BT Watson,
Oh
and
yeah,
there was this young man, Dan, that was in a
yeah. You
wheelchair,
told
and
me
he
about
wanted
Dan.
me
Yeah,
to, yeah, and he loved my one dog, and she wasn't the best therapy dog, but she loved this kid, and he
yeah.
loved her. So I would just go take sugar and just spend the whole time. They would
Uh,
go around Philly with the other dogs,
yeah.
but I would just stay here with him. And then, a little bit later, I had a bad staph infection and stuff,
Oh,
back to back surgery, and I spent a month there.
yeah.
And I would always get out and read to him and play Uno and stuff with them. But
Oh,
I was,
I love the Uno. Yeah.
it ain't DT Watts no more. But I always
Nah.
had a very
Yep.
high, thought very highly of that institution.
Yeah, because what we did, there was something nice, and you saw though, just he might not have been able to communicate with you, but bringing that dog just made him just.
Well, he was able to communicate.
Oh, he
Yeah,
could. Okay. But that
yeah,
dog tickled him though. Just bringing that dog though, you could feel it, right? Just made his day. Just
yeah. He would just get up
you
and
know,
real gently
see,
just lick his face and
yeah, see. That's what
yeah,
it's about. The little things like
I
that.
mean, he was
You know.
he he uh he was like you, same because he was really smart
Yeah.
and he had like this feeding tube and
Oh
all
God.
food was in his stomach and stuff, and
Yeah. See.
I felt so bad,
Yeah.
man.
But
I mean,
that's all he knows. You know what I mean? We
yeah,
people adapt and survive.
yeah, yeah,
That's a soul rate, the human soul. We're about to
yeah.
sign off the podcast though, but we'll be back again soon. Same bat time, same bat channel. Remember that?
All right, but peace out.
Yeah.